welcome back to Geek Out SA. It's Friday and we're having fun. And we have Jay here.
That guy right
Jaber
there.
Videos.
What up, SS?
And you're in Geek Out SA.
Geek Out SA.
Geek Out SA.
It originally was supposed to be like a play on that, like SA for San Antonio and then like that,
SA.
but
I need to go back
That's
to
what it's all about.
theater.
So you are another fellow YouTuber right here in San Antonio. And tell us about what you do. What is Jaber Videos?
All right, well, Jaber Videos is mainly, originally started off doing with skits, but I progressed into vlogging, like everybody else. But I'm still working on skits, so that's mainly what I'm all about. I want to become an actor, so if y'all want to reach out to me, I'm always free. But yeah, Jaybird Videos, nothing but skits. Right now, just doing Mexican comedy and just little variations from like Deadpool to, you know, well, like I said, Mexican comedies. But yeah, that's me so far.
Cool. Well, and you started out, one of the episodes that you did, which is actually before you did this other thing that we collaborated on, was Vato Ranger Red,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And can you tell us more about that?
Vato Ranger Red. Okay, so this was like my... Originally, this was just like a fallback because what I really wanted to do is the thing that we collaborated on was Vato Rangers. But I wanted to go ahead and do like a little maybe test footage kind of sort of deal.
Mm-hmm.
So I went ahead and just did a solo episode, which was Vato Ranger Red. And that was really fun to do, you know. The only thing hard about that was we didn't have a camera guy, so it was just me and Midnight and all.
Which is yet another YouTuber.
Yes. And all we did was like set the tripod, do our thing, set the tripod, do our thing. But I've had that script in my mind when I did that episode for. It was kind of just like a week that I wrote that script.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was just like, you know what, I just want to do something because I'm not gonna. I felt like I wasn't gonna get a team at all.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I was like, you know what.
well, what made you interested in, like, what made you do that connection? Like, what made you interested in Power Rangers and then to bring in, like, that other side
Because,
to it?
well, we're assuming that people know that we're talking about Power Rangers when we
Yes.
talk about it. But yes, it is a spoof of Power Rangers.
So we are a geeky show, and so we thought that, that's kind of geeky, Power Rangers.
Yeah, so I've had a love for Power Rangers since the 25 years that it started. You know, since the beginning till now. I still keep up with the old characters. You know, like Jason David Frank, David Joyce.
They do all the
Amy Jo
con
Johnson,
circuits.
yeah.
Yeah.
And like, I follow them on Twitter. I see what they're doing. JDF has actually liked some of my comments, so I kind of feel proud about that sometimes. But he's from Houston, so he's just down Highway 90. So one of these days I'm gonna.
Let's go see him.
But no, I've always had a love for Power Rangers. Grew up watching it, probably up to just the Dino
Rangers.
Dino Thunder.
That's when everybody died.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, nope, not watching it anymore. It's
like,
too ridiculous.
I followed it a little bit, but I didn't watch it constantly because as I was growing up, it started to you know, going into high school, people weren't into that, you know.
Right.
High school was just like a big old blur for me, so like, ugh. But after that, I'm an adult now, and I'm like, I don't care what people think.
I can like whatever I
Gaming
like, right?
Monsters says Geeks rule the world.
For real, though.
You know, Gaming Monster also asks, what is the first series of Power Rangers you watched?
Oh, Mighty Morphin. Definitely.
Mighty Morphin.
Power
Yeah,
Rangers is
Mighty
the first
Morphin.
one, yeah.
I followed the whole thing in order, you know.
Before the White Ranger.
Yeah, before
Like
the
Yeah.
way before the White Ranger.
the Green Dragon Ranger was all about it.
Yeah.
But even before Tommy came into the series, you know. I was kind of a little, like, growing up, because I didn't know about this, that after Mighty Morphin, I forgot what the name of them, or what the name of their it's before Zeo and between Mighty Morphin. They had different costumes that basically matched the White Ranger's costume almost. But they didn't go with that series for some reason. So like if you see in season 3, because I kind of binge watched for the first 2 seasons of Power Rangers, and then when season 3 came along, and you started noticing that they were redoing scenes because the original red, black, and yellow Ranger didn't want to be in it, or I don't know what's going on. I guess they had some conflict or something. But when they brought the replacements in, they were redoing the scenes. They were doing like the single shots of them like all out of uniform or costume. But when they did into costume, everything was separate from the White Ranger. If you ever notice, the White Ranger's only in a fighting scene by himself. Like when they're full morph.
Yeah, I'm like trying to remember back to like the episodes. Now I'm gonna have to go back and watch them because now I'm thinking.
Definitely watch it
Well,
because
that's because in the way it was shot in Japan, because they used the Power Rangers they weren't the same actors. That was the Japanese stuff. It was all shot out of sequence, and they didn't have the white and the black Power Ranger in that series at all. So they kind of mashed everything together to make it work in the US. But if you watch it in Japan, you go, where's the White Ranger and the Black Ranger? Oh, that's
only for the U.S.
yeah.
that's several seasons.
It was kind of mind blowing to see that. I was like, oh wow. Well, I was like, I still love it.
Gaming Monsters says mine was Power Rangers Samurai. Where? Samurai what?
Super Samurai or Samurai? I don't know. I've seen that. Like I've known the teams that go after, like Dino Thunder was SPD, Mystic Force, I believe, Overdrive.
Once our kids, like, our kids were like you. Once our kids grew up, like, the kids weren't watching anymore, so we weren't watching anymore. And it was always Mighty Morphin. When it got to the dino stuff, our kids were like, nah. Like, we're getting too old, and this is, like, getting really, like, too far camp. Like, some of the reasons we liked it as adults was that Godzilla camp, right? It was that. So you kind of enjoyed it for that stuff. But, yeah, after a while, we were just like, But I really liked...
What was it, Turbo? Turbo,
yeah. But I really liked the new movie. I know a lot of people were like, oh, they're going to destroy this like they've done every other thing. But I guess because I like that Breakfast Club feeling that they had to the movie.
Yeah,
so what did you think of the newest movie?
The newest movie,
because it's very Americanized. No, it's okay if you didn't like it.
No, no, I loved it. The only thing I would have changed about it was like if they got their powers a lot sooner, because they kind of left everything towards the end of the movie.
Yeah.
But I understand. The only thing I didn't like about it is that there wasn't enough hype about it or leading up to it. Like there was not enough supporters like saying, you know what, this is gonna be pretty big. Let's treat it like if it was like a Marvel movie.
Right. Yeah.
Let's go ahead.
Well, now it will, because Power Rangers is now owned by Hasbro. So.
Oh, that's true.
So now it's going to get the advertising.
Yeah.
And I would assume they left a lot of that action towards the end, and that they're going to, you would think that they would bring it back, unless they didn't make enough money to try to bring it back. But I liked it. I thought it was good.
Yeah.
Well,
they did.
I hear that they're going to make,
Yeah.
what's his name? Jason
David Frank.
David Frank. That he's going to come back as a bad guy.
Oh, really?
Oh, that's based off the comic though, Shattergrid.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I honestly feel like they should do it as a Netflix series, for that.
Oh, that would be cool. Yeah.
Because I don't know, everything just meshes with Netflix nowadays. Like if you like, say for instance, like you got Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage. We're not gonna talk about Iron Fist though.
No, please let's not.
But like
towards the end, Iron Fist was pretty good.
It wasn't pretty good, but it was actually tolerable.
It was okay.
Yeah, tolerable.
Anyways, but like you see those shows and you see how like the story just continues, and then you get another episode. It worked for that. Like even JDF even mentioned it too. Like to bring it into a Netflix series would probably be awesome, because it just like it's a whole season, maybe be 13 episodes, hour long. But
yeah, and some of those choreographers that did some of the fight stuff in Daredevil, I would love to see them like cross over and do some of that same type of stuff for Power Rangers, and get that like over the top like fighting type stuff again. I think that's one of the reasons you like the Power Rangers, right?
Yeah.
It was just these ridiculous fight scenes. It was
yeah,
just
definitely. Like you see, like
You didn't get to see the sparks when he hits.
yeah.
You see, like shows nowadays, like with the other Power Rangers, it's like they add too much effects to it. You know, like everything's like they get hit, they back up in slow motion, like ah. But like back then, you see them doing all these flips, you know, all quick, fast paced and whatnot. Just fighting. Nothing is like in slow mo or just like anything like that. Just fighting.
That's what y'all are gonna have to do for the next Vato Rangers. Is that y'all are gonna have to do a little practice fighting style. That cracks me up though. So if y'all have not seen Jaybird videos, Vato Rangers, like the edition that has all the guys in it, it is so hilarious. It was cracking me up.
This is like a big thing because it was a collaboration of 5 different channels.
That's true.
Yeah.
And that's not something that's happens every day.
It was hilarious though. It was ridiculously hilarious. Half of it is like hilarious because of like some of the bad stunt work and the bad acting, but that's what made some of those like shows from the early 90s like more fun and more watchable because it was so like over the top and ridiculous.
Super
and,
campy,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, super camp. So I kind of liked that feel that you had like back in the video. So that kind of cracked me up.
Gotta keep it to the originals.
And then I think adding stuff that only like if you're part of the Mexican culture, like you'll kind of get, right? And other people are like, I don't know what that means.
What's going on?
You're like, ha, you don't get to know. It's for us to know and you to never know. No. So you're going to do another
This was
installation?
the actual first Vato Rangers.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is the first
So,
Vato Rangers.
and there was 1, 2, 3, 4 of y'all.
Yeah, there's 4 of us.
So there's going to be more, right?
Right now, for sure, there's going to be a 5th. I'm debating on adding a 6th. It's still in the talks.
Oh, you're adding more Rangers?
Just like the original 6 or 5.
So you're the red one. DJ
Blue.
is the blue one. Oh, DJ's the blue one?
Yeah, well, there's
Oh,
2
that's
DJs.
DJ EM
Yeah.
210. He's the blue one.
Yeah.
Nate.
Nate is the green one.
Nate's the green one.
And then DJ D is the white one.
Oh, okay. So you don't have a black one and you don't have any girls.
No.
So you need some girls. Maybe not? No?
I don't know. It's kind of hard because I don't know any girl like actors or YouTubers that would probably be willing to do that, you know?
Yeah, a lot of girl YouTubers do like makeup channel and stuff like that, and
Like I don't know many of them out there. There are these 2 girls, which is Bean and Cheeseman, that I would probably like to collaborate one day with them. But yeah, I don't know. It's kind of hard to reach out to them because you know, it's just hard.
it's just hard because once you have all these views, you think you are somebody.
Yeah.
No, just kidding. I mean, maybe that's true. I don't know. I'm just saying from past experience.
Yeah, we wouldn't know that at all.
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know because
I'm like
Reviews
friends
are
with
like
one of them on Facebook.
I don't have that many views to be too good to be in your videos.
Right, to be cocky,
so,
but like,
yeah.
no, I'm not gonna pass you up. No.
I
So-
would love to be in your videos,
They're
but because of my profession,
Vic is
can't.
asking, which is another YouTuber that comes to he comes to our meetings, our YouTube meetups, all the way from Del Rio.
Oh wow!
Adventure Vic, right?
Yeah, Adventure Vic.
What up?
And
Adventure
he asked,
Vic!
when is Vato Rangers episode 3 coming out? It's going to be a Vato Rangers 2.
Actually, yeah, it's gonna be
Two.
about the
It's not 3 yet because there was only one Vato Rangers.
The red one was, yeah.
Yeah.
Just
the-
Vato.
Yeah, the red one was a solo series, which I do want to add on to it because another fellow YouTuber of mine, David from Squirrel Turkey Pictures, he did give me an idea to do like solo episodes for individual Rangers. I'm still thinking about that. I'm trying to see how I can make it work. For some reason, he can see how it works, but I'm still thinking.
Like how to write the stories out and
Yeah. Well, I kind of got one down, but like I kind of want to do it as a Vato Ranger episode, not just a solo series. It's the one with Nate and his dad. So I think that would be pretty funny, but I'm not gonna give too much details about that.
Yeah. No spoilers. No spoilers. We don't want to know.
Even
But-
though I may know some that he's talked about. But
Well, of course the cast is gonna know.
The cast has to know. No,
and
it could
Eric
be like
says
the,
excited.
Oh yeah.
Eric Reyna.
Eric is the Kukui. so watch out for him.
Yeah, he's
is
good.
A really
He's
good
hilarious.
bad guy.
Oh my God, Eric, you are hilarious.
He was the real MVP of that episode, or I think he's gonna be the real MVP of the show. I'm just gonna say show because it's gonna progress into more. Hopefully, we're gonna get.
Yeah, he did it really. He was really good.
I'm biased, and I thought you did a really good job, honey. Well, it was so kind of removed from how people normally. Vince is normally like really refined and kind of like uppity. I mean, he's British. No, wait, I don't know. And so to see him kind of like throw down some old school South Side like inflections and stuff, I was. Oh,
I was like,
excuse you.
I see that inner Vato. I'm gonna make him cry.
Yeah, I was all, excuse you.
I was raised on the South Side.
I know, but our sons have never like seen you that way because your family is also very like nice and refined, and we're do all these nice things. And then they watched the video and they were like, "What the heck is Dad doing?" And they're like messaging me. They're like, "What is that? Where did that even come from? Where did he learn that?"
We actually played it at our last YouTube meetup, and
you did?
we were just like cracking
I know,
up.
everybody's
All
still
of us.
cracking up about it.
It was
It's
hilarious.
funny.
So if you
It's
haven't
really
watched
funny.
Vato Rangers, like it really, really is funny. You should go watch it.
And all you have to do on YouTube, Vato Rangers, it's the first
It's
one
the
that
first
comes
one.
on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's super hilarious.
And don't forget to hit that subscribe button.
and subscribe to
Going on
Jaybird Videos.
Eric says, "Thanks, guys. We all did great."
Yeah,
Yeah, we all did great.
yeah, y'all all
It
did
was
great.
really good.
It was really fun.
I mean, it really was what it was supposed to be.
I'm just thinking of DJ EM210 where he's like, "I love you."
I didn't think
Man,
at
he
first
never
I didn't
tells
think that
me
was
I
gonna
love
work
you.
out,
That was
Like-
so funny.
but it worked out. So
He never tells me he loves me. He did it really well. Like he really sounded like he was sad. I was like, and I'm like, "Oh, he's so sad."
Or originally it was supposed to be me and my other friends, but they all had like their own stuff to go ahead and do, and I kind of lost touch with them. You know? But before I started like pursuing into actually doing Vato Rangers, I reached out to them first. I was like, "Hey guys, I really want to do this, but I know y'all are all busy, so if it's okay with y'all, can I go ahead and move forward to maybe looking for other people, to fill the spots?" And they were all cool with it. They understood, but I'm glad I met y'all because like it's easier to do this, to do projects that people are also into,
Yeah.
Yeah.
being on
And
camera.
I think everybody there really wanted to be there.
Yeah.
And that was a really cool thing. It really came out well.
But that's one of the hard things about being a YouTuber, especially being a really small YouTuber still, is you ask people to collaborate with you and they're like, "Yeah, totally, like I'll come and be in your skit or be a guest on your show or whatever," and then they bail on you and they bail on you
Had
and
that
they
happen
bail
a
on
couple
you.
of times.
Yeah, it's, but you didn't give up.
No, no.
That's the thing. You
No,
didn't give up.
because I know you were asking for doing stuff, and I was like super busy during that time. But you caught me at a perfect time. I was like, "Yeah, I can do it. Let's make it happen."
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I went to the first meeting, that's the first thing I brought up to y'all. Well, Midnight helped me out with that. But it was like, I kind of felt the way he explained it was a little, like it was just all going to be about me. At first it was, but I wanted to like do like background characters, and not just the camera crew or anything like that. So after I left that meeting, I kind of got a vibe. I was like, "Oh, I don't think they like me." So I'm more like, maybe I shouldn't come back. No, but I was like, no.
Well, good thing you came back because we really do like you. We had a lot of fun doing that.
Well, y'all are all really
Episode.
nice. Like I've only been to the one meeting, but I like talked to all of y'all on Facebook or other events, social events that we've gone to, and y'all are really like nice to one another and uplifting with one another. So if you are a YouTuber out there or you want to start going to YouTube, you should go to their meetup meetings and like meet them. They're really great in person. Each of them have like a different skill set. And so they have different advice to give, ways to look at your channel and see what you're doing if you're interested in that, ways to just do it as a hobby and to have fun if you're interested in that. So I think it's definitely a valuable thing that y'all do. I think so. I mean, I don't go, but that's not because I don't like them. It's just because I am busy.
So here's a really cool question. What did you use to edit Vato Rangers?
What I used to edit. So, not like my other fellow YouTubers, I do not have a Mac computer or a good computer at all. So I tried to edit on my laptop, but unfortunately, it only catches the audio and not the video. And so, for a very long time, I was struggling. I was like, what do I edit on? What can I edit on? Are there any apps? Found a couple of apps, but the one that actually worked for me, and because it has chroma key on it as well, is KineMaster or KeenMaster, however you want to pronounce it. But that's what I edit on. And yeah, that's how the magic.
Like on your phone or?
On my phone.
Seriously?
Yep.
You edited that whole thing on your
Yeah.
phone? Holy cow.
Yep. So I have
So, yeah.
a lot of projects.
While he's bringing that up, AdventureFix says, yes, that's the problem. That's what makes SA YouTube community is so cool. The organization and the unified front, that's what's drawing me there. And
Oh,
he's the
that's
one from
good.
Del Rio he wants to move here to San Antonio.
You should come. It's nice here in San Antonio. We're kind of friendly, and, but like have a lot of stuff too. I think that's one great thing about San Antonio is we're like a really big city, but we don't feel that way. Like we come together and we're still friends, and we like hang out and party, fiesta, and stuff like that, and we just still have that small town feel. I think.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So
So
this is
KineMaster.
KineMaster.
KineMaster. Interesting.
Yeah. And I used to edit all my projects on. There's one. This little.
You have an Android?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but
I like Android. That's what I have too.
let's see. Oh no, I don't got the files in here anymore. So unfortunately, I can't play that.
You got to get rid of some of the files because it bogs down your phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I used to edit all my videos, all my vlogs on here. It has pretty neat stuff. You know, it even has a store. Where is the store? Right here. Where you can do like downloads and all that. Sorry, it's taking forever to load, but enough about that.
And how much does KineMaster cost?
For a monthly, it's $4.99. I believe for an annual, it's around $35.96.
You get like a price break if you just pay it in the one shot for the year.
Yeah, but,
a lot of places are like that.
The thing is, I did it was at a time when I had purchased KineMaster. I didn't have enough money, so I was like, you know, I'll do monthly, you know, and I'm still in that situation right now, so I don't know how long I'm gonna be having it, but I'm working on it. Yeah, I'm doing it monthly, $4.99. It takes away the watermark. So let's say if you do KineMaster and you edit on there, it's gonna have the watermark of KineMaster, like the name on there. So, yeah.
Oh, so that's why you're paying for it, is
Yeah.
to get that. Are there any other extra features that you get?
If you pay for it, you get. Let's see. I can't remember because I think the only thing that bugged me was the watermark. But if you do pay for it, or if you do get the app, it does come with like background music that's not copyright at all. Well, most of it's not copyright, but you can use it in your videos, and you know you don't get flagged for it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's one neat thing about it that I just recently.
How
found out.
like user friendly did you think it was for someone who's never edited videos?
Okay, that's a very good question. So when I first downloaded the app, I was already using another app called Viva Video, which was it was easier for me to use. But I was like, you know, this thing only goes up to 720. I want to do something that's 1080 HD at least. And so I went and looked around, and I found KineMaster. When I first tried out KineMaster, it was kind of like it felt like the editing was gonna take forever, you know, like because I didn't know how to do anything. It took time to learn, but I left it alone for a little bit, and then I started still doing Viva Video, but it kept lagging on me, and there was something going on with the app, and I was like, I need to think of something. So I went into KineMaster, and it worked for me. Like, I was like, you know, I'm just going to put the time if I'm serious about it and just, you know, figure this out.
Right.
And once I did it, I was like, oh, this is a piece of cake, you know. So now doing my videos is, like, a lot more easier, and it's great.
Well, that's good.
It does take time to get used to.
Okay, so lesson here, because some of my kids watch, is if you want to be serious about it, even if you're serious about it as a hobby, you have to put some time and effort into it. It's not like...
It takes a lot of time.
I think kids still think that it's just an easy job to be a YouTuber, and all this money just comes flowing into you because you're like funny or whatever.
That's true.
They don't realize that even the funny videos where it's like reactions or they scare each other or something like that, the ones that people that have channels, they've done take after take after take to get it right, and they've cut it and edited it so it looks right. And so like a little 3-minute video can take you 8 hours to do because you've got to go through all that work and trying to edit. And
like yesterday I was trying to do a video leading up to, like, I was actually going to go see the Deadpool movie, which is pretty hilarious, so just go ahead and watch it.
good as the first or not as good as the first? Be honest. Because the first was pretty dang good. It's not appropriate for children, but it's funny.
Actually, it's a family video, or a family film.
The first one?
No, the second one.
Oh, the second one.
I'm just giving that out there. But I love Deadpool.
So
I
Deadpool's
love
your
the first
guy?
one.
Okay.
Yes. I'm a little biased, so I'm just gonna say it was freaking awesome.
Okay.
I've been hearing that
I want it to
the
be
second
really
one
good.
is better.
I love Ryan Reynolds. I have a thing for him ever since he was in Two Guys, a Girl, and a Pizza Place. Even when he's hideous. But I think Deadpool is...
I got a bunch of comments. So Nolan Create Patrick says, only problem with those editors is the same issue with iMovie. You remove the source to free up space, and you can't re-edit it without adding it in the file back. And Vic says everyone is VIP here at SA YouTube community. We try to be. We try to be. We try to be good. We try to be good. But yeah, it's really interesting of all the things that you're doing, and then how you're able to get that done. But it does take time to be able to do this. I know you did the edit on Vato Rangers in like a day, but you like stayed up and spent a lot of time doing it.
Well, actually, it was that after the day we started shooting, or after we all shot and when we went home and whatnot, I was gonna get started on editing that night. I was like, oh, I'm too tired, so I crashed out. And when I woke up the next morning, and it was kind of like a rocky day because I had like a birthday party to go to, and so I didn't get to do much editing. But I already knew what I wanted to do in that video. I already knew the spots I wanted to take out from what we shot that day. So I looked back at the footage. It didn't even take me time. Usually it takes me time.
And what did you shoot it on? The original footage?
1080 or 1080. My bad. Canon 80D. Yeah.
Okay.
That's my go-to camera. That's my baby this year. Last year or the years before, I've been shooting on a Canon EOS M3, which is a really good starter. So if anybody wants to purchase that, I think it runs around maybe $600 to $300 if you get lucky on Amazon. But yeah, it's a very good starting camera. But I use the Canon 80D, which is making my videos a lot more better. And so I'm going to throwing it out there.
Patrick gives you a big thumbs up for making killer output with the tools at hand. Like making a great video.
Like just using your phone to edit. And like,
I was like, killer output, man. I'm not hip with the lingo nowadays.
Eric says, I was shocked too. I just found this out.
I know, we're all like, really?
Yeah,
Your phone?
on a phone.
We're all still like boggled from that. So
how do you get the file from your camera?
That's what I wanted to know.
Too?
How do you go there?
That's actually a funny question because I brought my little device with me in my pocket. I don't know why, but something told me just stick it in your pocket.
Put all the things in your pockets.
Show it. Show it.
It's a little bandaged up because I had dropped it and it fell apart. But this is what I use. It came with the pack. It's a little adapter. It's mainly meant to put into your computer or anything in your tower, like that. But I had this little adapter that came with my phone, which is a Galaxy S8 Edge. But I was like, put 2 and 2 together. Then I get my phone out. We're gonna do it. I gotta take the case off.
And that works, huh?
Yeah. And I take the phone out, stick it in. Once the little red light comes on, it should work. Or should. Oh, there it goes. Yeah. And so when I activate my phone, it has like, I'm having problems with it right now. I have to restart it. But when I activate my phone, it shows like transfer media or media transfer. And so I just do that and it just transfer media.
So you're just putting a card reader in there?
Yeah, you just putting a card reader in your phone.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know you could do that.
I also got an extra one that's in my backpack too. So
very cool.
Pretty convenient.
That's cool. Yeah, I didn't even know you could do that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I use to like transfer all my files. Before, what I had to do was take out my little SIM card and put my files into my computer, and then take the USB cord and connect it to my phone from the computer, and then transfer the files into there. So this made it 10 times easier.
Made it easier.
Files. So yeah, I edit everything on my phone.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's inventive, though.
Yeah.
That's really inventive. Good job. I'm impressed.
I mean, it makes you wonder how powerful this little thing that you have in your hand and all the stuff that it can do. It can edit a
So have you
1080p
video?
video.
Have you vlogged about yourself, like editing video or shooting video or trying to like kind of make it on the skit side of being a YouTuber?
I haven't thought about that idea at all. So yeah, no, I haven't. Like
I think people would be interested to see that, like especially with some of the innovations that you're doing, just to see like what you're doing, or like I'm so tired, but I'm still editing. You know what I mean? Like so that they get that feeling, that feel of what it's like.
I never thought about that. I know one idea that my friend had brought up to me was doing like a personal story of myself, which has something to do with something that happened to me a couple of years ago.
Yeah, we were there when you talked about it at DJ's
yeah,
party.
with John, right?
Yeah, with John.
So
I think that that's a good idea too.
Yeah.
Because you still feel it because it happened to you, right? And it was a big impact on your life. And none of us would have known. Like, it never would have been something that was even on our radar. And to you, it's very visible, right? Because it's still there for you. And for the rest of us, it's not a thing, right? So
Like,
I think it's interesting for people to see that, because I think a lot of us walk around with things inside of us that we think other people can see, and they don't see it, right? So
it was kind of hard at first. I don't want to give too much details because it's still an idea that I have.
yeah, well,
So
that's why we're all tonight's episode is all the cryptic things.
Eric just posted the your favorite line.
Which one?
The one that's not your favorite line.
Which one?
The one that I can't say on air right now.
Oh, you can't say it.
Nuh-uh.
Well, my kids are probably in the chat too.
No, well, he did the Allah and then.
Oh, okay. It's not that it's not my favorite line. I mean, I have a sense of humor, and I do like say bad words on my personal time. I don't say them in the classroom or anything like that. But it's not my favorite line because you guys shoot the video, and then somebody comes home and he thinks that's a real funny part, and so he says it for days and days and days and days and days, and that's what I should have taken video of. I'm doing dishes, here he comes, he's got to say that. I'm going to the bathroom, here he comes, he's got to say that. He gets Alexa and he opens her up, and so he can tell me in another room, and he's got to say that.
Vince, everything something out in you or something?
Oh, no, he's like that all the time.
I'm like this all the time.
He's like that all the time. There was this commercial one time, and the little girl said, "That's for babies." And he thought that was the funniest thing in the whole world. When the South Park episode came out with taco-flavored kisses, he did that for weeks and weeks and weeks. And I'm like, you know, I've shared this video to his Facebook the other day of Bat Dad annoying his wife, because I had never seen him annoy the wife. I'd only seen him annoy the kid, which was funny. When he annoyed the wife, I was like, oh my God, is that you? Because that's him all the time. But instead of saying Jen, it's Colleen. I'm washing dishes. Colleen!
Colleen! I see that you're awake.
I see that you're awake. I am now. Thanks. Thanks for sharing. Yeah.
So we had a lot of fun. It's a good thing.
Yeah, so
but I really enjoyed the collaboration, and especially that collaboration, because I can't wait to do episode 2.
So funny. I can't wait for y'all to do episode 2. It's going to be hilarious.
Because it's going to be really nice. You know, I'm Vato Z on there, if you haven't seen
he's
If
it.
you
Vato
don't
Z.
say any bad words, which I know is hard for y'all. I know Squirrel Jerky was like, I'm going to say bad words. I could totally be.
I try to refrain from that sometimes. And like my other projects, I try to refrain from that, but it's hard to do, especially when I'm doing my Deadpool character. It's kind of it's a thing you have to do in order to fit the character. But
yeah, you kind of
Yes.
have to.
But in Vato Rangers, I
Y'all don't say a lot.
Yeah, I don't think that line was in the script.
It just ended up being, it wasn't.
Yeah.
I think
but
y'all
it
told me, but
needed
it was
to
really
be.
funny when
it
it
really
It
needed
really
to
did
be.
need to be.
Yeah. So, because I would love to be part, I was like, ooh, I could be like, you know, a bad guy could be like La Llorona or like...
Hey, shh. Who told her that character? No, just kidding. I think it'd be okay to
I've
talk
been-
about like the characters that I have, or that I'm thinking about bringing on, which is one is like Arturito, which is supposed to be like the alpha character, like back in Mighty Morphin. Mm-hmm. But there's a little costume idea that I have for it to make him look like R2D2, which is
Right.
Arturito. But like, I don't want to talk about it because it's like it's the first scene. It's a funny part, especially with you. I know it's gonna be definitely funny if we have you do this part with him. Now you've already read the script.
Is it
right?
going to be
No.
like
First part?
is it going to be a
No?
person or?
It's gonna be a person, so I just need to find somebody that'll be willing to put it on, and, you know. But I also got to find the material for like too. I'm just trying to find like a big old white trash can, so that way just put it on, we'll decorate it. You know, this thing
We
is
gotta
that,
find like an old metal one,
Yes, I agree.
You can buy those at Walmart.
but it needs to be like beat up and rusty
You can beat it up.
and make it.
You know,
rusty.
my mom has one of those, but it probably stinks to high heaven. Y'all would have to seriously wash it. But she still does. It's like all old school.
Yeah, the Walmart ones are aluminum. You can beat them up real easy.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can beat them up really easy. And put them on Get on there, and then that'll be
But
part
yeah.
of the tubing.
But yeah, the La Llorona is one of the characters.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know that. That was just
that's
something I
gotta
thought
be
of.
a weapon in Manguera.
The Mangueras.
Yeah.
Well, there are gonna be that's one idea as well that's floating around. Is like the weapons, you know. Now this is an idea that I got from my old crew, which was like to have the Skova as like the sword for the Red Ranger, or to have the Chancla Chucks.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Oh, I'm dying. Yes.
And then, you know, just a bunch of Mexican objects that you used to get hit when you're...
I love crafting. Just, I would love to help you with some of that stuff because that is hilarious.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're on
totally
board.
do that. I'll totally do that.
I'll send you some ideas that I
I
have
was
then.
like, I will totally do some of that stuff over the summer while I'm not teaching.
Right.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, so, I want to throw it out there. We're probably going to be working on episode 2 during the month of June. So,
Oh, that'll be good. So
So,
we can have
just
something to look forward to.
next
Yeah.
month, you know,
Yeah.
just stay tuned.
Check it out.
But,
And he'll probably like knock it out in a day again too.
In a day again.
most
and then everybody will be
likely, yeah.
shocked. Yeah.
Well, it's a labor of love. I was like, when you really like doing something and you're really invested in it, you want to see it done and finish and get it out there so people can view it. And that's how we are as like YouTubers, especially the good ones. Is like you don't stop until it's right and done.
Yeah.
I've been off these past couple of weeks, though, with my videos, because, like, I've noticed when I post, I'm missing something. I was like, oh, man, I forgot to add this in there or that in there. I don't know why, but, like, I'm slowly catching back onto it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's probably things that you could add to the previous videos because we didn't shoot the green screens for all of the other Rangers.
Yes, that's one thing I still need to do with
Yeah.
them. I don't know.
But then that'll be reused like 50 million times.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing.
So aside from the Vato Rangers, what other skits are you thinking of doing? Because I thought I saw you post about something else.
Well, I do have the skit idea that involves one of my characters from Mexican Family, which is Lupita. If y'all don't know who she is, y'all gonna have to watch like Blind Date and Blind Date Part 2 and the Thanksgiving videos. Basically, Lupita as a character is just evil in general. She likes to kidnap blind dates and, you know, just keep them there.
Okay.
But yeah, it's to me it's funny, and I've had people reach out to me that like that character. But there in the last Thanksgiving video I did is that she got shot, but she ends up surviving. She goes to jail, which is a video idea that I have is like to have her break out of jail. And I've tried this with one of my friends, Jerry, but he wasn't really comfortable with playing a girl, and he's going through some things that I had to respect at the time, and I felt bad because I kept pushing. I was like, let's do it. He was like, no. And then we tried to do it with his friend, but none of that really worked out. I kind of wanted to get it done in a day because it only felt like a day's work.
Right.
But it didn't work out. I feel like they've been avoiding me. But I was like, I'm just going to move forward with it and see if I can find like other characters to help me out with that.
And are you doing, I thought you were doing something kind of geeky. You were doing like a LARPing type thing? Did I see
No, that's
it?
Carlos.
It's Carlos.
Oh, is that Carlos who's doing that? Okay.
Carlos doing LARPing. It's pretty cool.
But yeah, you saw the Avengers, right?
Yes.
So
put me
we
on
saw it too.
I,
So right before we go,
I made the face. I didn't hate it. Well, you liked it because we talked about it beforehand. I didn't hate it. It was close to the comic from what I understood of the comics. Again, I didn't read that comic. That's just not my series. Like Ninja Turtles is my thing. Archie, like old school Archie is my thing. But I knew because I have friends that also read comics. So I knew that it was pretty close. I don't know. There was some... I guess I was disappointed that we didn't see Doctor Strange manipulate time, and so we didn't get to see a few outcomes, because we've seen him do that in some of his past movies. I know Vince was disappointed because they were really separate from one another.
yeah.
But I like the different storylines. I mean, I like I Drink and I Know Things. What's his name? Tyrion Lannister. I don't know what the actor's name is, but
Peter Dinklage.
Peter, yeah. I like him as the big giant guy in space. You know, that's funny. Thor is, ever since Ragnarok, like the Thor character is like even funnier every time. He's just super funny. Tony is super sarcastic like Tony is and just all mouth. So, you know, Peter is cute and innocent and like Peter Parker. So I do like the characters. I don't know. I felt like there were a couple of like missing things. And then everybody cried when the heroes died. If you haven't seen it, sorry, I just spoiled it for you. Heroes died. But I was like, it's a comic book movie. Have y'all never read a comic book? And like Stuart was saying, they probably haven't. A lot of the audience hasn't. Like, I ran out and bought the comic when Donatello died.
Oh, that's right.
Because Donatello died. But I knew he wasn't going to be... it's a comic book. Like, I obviously know he's not going to be dead forever. But I just wanted to see... What are they going to do and where are they going to get to?
People are worried, well, Spider-Man's now. I was like, there's no way Spider-Man's dead. Because...
They have a movie coming out next
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, he's not dead forever.
He'll come back.
He's living in your heart.
They're going to reboot him for a fourth time. Don't worry. No, just kidding.
I don't know. I thought Black Panther was like so epically great. I thought Thor Ragnarok was like so funny and it was good and it moved and it had good pace and everything. And then I saw Avengers and I was like, I don't really care much
I didn't hate it, but I just thought it was okay.
Yeah, it was okay. Like, I don't care much for the whole... what's her name? Not Star-Lord, but the chick that's with him.
Gamora.
I really don't care about her character one way or another, so then when she bit it, I was like, oh, well, because I had heard spoilers ahead of time that some of the characters were going to bite it. So when she bit it, I was like, okay, well, who cares, right? You know, it's like, and Loki gets it, and you're like, okay, who cares? So, I don't know.
So before we go, I was going to ask you, so what would because I consider you a filmmaker, what kind of advice would you give somebody that wants to get into filmmaking? What's your advice to them?
Have a passion for it. Like, seriously, if you don't have a passion for filmmaking or acting, for me, my passion is really acting, but I like to be behind camera too. I'm not very steady with the camera, but I like doing that. But you gotta have a passion for it. If you don't have that passion, you don't have the drive. And if you don't have the drive, then you're just there sitting in the car with the keys in the ignition, not knowing how to steer or, you know, how to work it. Do your research on it. You know, there are little things that can hold you back, especially like if you want to film at a location, you're gonna need a filming permit, which we didn't use for Vato Rangers, but we could have actually gotten in trouble for that almost, since it was at a public park. But
with YouTube being so popular nowadays, they're not really, when they mean a filming permit, they mean like something that you're going to make money, like a lot of money from and stuff. That's what they mean more.
Yeah, no, I'm not talking about YouTube. I'm talking about like, you know, like if people like see you doing stuff like the park police. You know?
Yeah.
If you don't see, or if they don't see that you have a filming permit, or like the police in general, you can kind of get in trouble by the city for that. But it's whatever. But anyways, just do your research on it. Have the drive for it. You know, that's all I can say. If you have a character that you follow, like for me, it was Jim Carrey. Ever since I saw like the mask, I was like,
yes,
I'm going for that job.
We were just talking about Fire Marshal Bill today at school, actually.
So, how else can they get in contact with you, or if somebody wants to work with you, or how do they see your videos?
Well, how do they see my videos? Well, you can go to youtube.com//c/jbirdvideos, or you can just type in Jaybird Videos, all separate, JAYBIRD videos. So you can find me there on social media. It's basically the same thing. Yeah, or my email, jjrage27@gmail.com. What?
Yeah,
Check
so
him
I
out.
tweeted to him, so if you want to check him out, we're on Twitter, and so you can find his page, and then you can send him a message on there too.
Yes.
Yes, awesome. Well, Jay, thanks for coming in. I really appreciate it, and had a lot of fun. We got to do it again, and I can't wait till episode 2. But thanks for checking us out. I'm Vince.
I'm Colleen, and that's Stuart, and that's Jay, and this is Donatello.
Geek out, SA. See you later.